is a table match. On the way to the ring,
going for it all, just trying to be the best. Breaking out, nothing more, nothing less. Wanna be known, want the respect. Don't mean anything, I'll pass that test. Believing in yourself, man, changes everything. Yeah, I want it all, I'm taking the brass ring. Call me underdog, you can call me anything. I got a lot of blessings, that's what faith brings.
and the opponent, and the opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar. It's cheeseheads as far as the eye can see.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Not, oh, no. I think we're about to see a high move from the top rope.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to...
That's not in the rule book, but it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself. Look at him, he's just radiating confidence, and he's got a lot to be confident about.
He looks a little overconfident to me. This could come back to bite him. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. I certainly don't envy the referee. Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, don't get high. He's just having a little fun here. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere. So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually, this could be big, but it could fire. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. And there's the reversal.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything.
Oh my God, would you look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What are you talking about? This is great. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to praise the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end.
That isn't going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. I cannot remember the last time a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. Oh!
These superstars are putting on a clinic.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Now there's a superstar with guts. These top rope moves, though, are high risk. There's the reversal. These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be. What a vicious move, grinding your opponent's face into that ring rope.
Hey, you do what you got to do to win the match.
Oh!
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
The key to winning a match like this is to build momentum. You're not going to see a match won. Oh, man, whether you like this superstar or not, you got to have a little sympathy right now.
I have to agree with you, partner. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Boy, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand. Going up that turnbuckle hurts a hell of a lot less than coming down from it.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
So, have you got any predictions about who's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect? These are WWE superstars, the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, there's no off season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
No, there isn't. I think he's gonna fly. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut. You can imagine the tension between the competitors right now. Well, you could if you had ever actually been in a match.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off of these superstars.
Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is. What do you think the highlight of it has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little later in the match when you shut your yap for a few seconds and let me enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that. The ref's got a tough job trying to keep these superstars on the up and up.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big... He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off?
What a match. I've got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting.
Oh, man, don't envy that referee. The last place I'd want to be is between these two superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health.
I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped.
This sellout crowd just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? That's not exactly a great... Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Wow, I almost feel bad for Jay.
Talk about adding insult to injury, and these fans love it.
Yeah, but I gotta worry more about the injury and less about the insult until the match is over.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar won't do it animals. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
No surprises there. When's the last time you saw a WWE superstar go halfway?
I don't think I ever have. If they did, they wouldn't last long around here.
He was one step ahead on that one.
As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
Nice quick counter there. Look, all the WWE superstars are tough. This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost.
This one could still go either way.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell. These superstars certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. They sure are giving the fans their money's worth.
I just hope the WWE fans appreciate it. These superstars put their bodies on the line night after night.
And the WWE fans sell out these arenas night after night. Sounds like they appreciate it to me.
Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Now that's a real pearl of wisdom. You got any more? Like the superstar who beats their opponents will be the winner?
How about you should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down your broadcast partner?
When you see this level of competition, there's no doubt that SmackDown is just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it, but they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Look, I know you're just trying.
My God, how is a human body supposed to withstand that kind of impact?
Well, if you keep getting hit like that, you don't. Plain and simple. He just about broke his opponent in half with that table.
He might break the table in half on his opponent.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner. He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's going to wish he spent the time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy. He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table.
Well, I guess it's better than being put through a table, but not much. I gotta say, I didn't expect these superstars to go after each other the way they have tonight. This has been a brutal match so far.
Well, it's not ballet, you know.
Oh, really? I was wondering what happened to the pointy-toe shoes and frilly little skirts. I'd check your closet, but I'd have to wait for you to come out first. These superstars are looking for an opening here to try and gain the advantage.
And patience can certainly be a virtue in a match like this.
You can say that again, waiting for your opponent to make a move.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Ugh.
These superstars are pounding the hell out of each other.
I was afraid it was only a matter of time before he did something like that.
It's like they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You look at any other sport in the world and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with the WWE superstars.
And there's a reason for that. There are no off seasons in WWE. These superstars perform every week of the year.
And we're not just talking about swinging a bat or kicking a ball. WWE is the most physical competition you can be a part of, hands down. You don't see action like this every day.
You sure don't. We've got the best seats in the house.
We sure do, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
I tell you, this is what WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage of them all.
This could go down the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential. This is WWE after all.
Well, I think we know which way this one's gonna go.
Actually, from my perspective, I think it could still go either way.
And what perspective would that be? The perspective of somebody who's never actually been in a match? How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
Folks, we'll be staying with this match to the end with no commercial interruptions.
Good thing, because I don't think we'd hear the end of it if we cut away here.
You're probably right. I know I wouldn't want to miss a second of this action.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars.
What do you expect? They're from Smackdown after all.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be Cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
You're not going to see superstars like this anywhere else except on SmackDown.
You'll get no argument from me, partner. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment.
This match is so good, it's even worth having to sit next to you to watch it.
Thanks a lot. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what? You should partner up with Jerry Lawler. Then you could have the king and the queen on commentary.
Really fun. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
Uh-oh. The more I watch this match, the more I realize...
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
It's not easy maintaining this kind of intensity week after week after week. Trust me.
I don't doubt it. The WWE superstars don't get any offseason. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of continuing.
This has been a barn burner.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. You never know what to expect from these superstars. This could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour. I'm really enjoying this match.
These These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and that is exactly what these WWE fans came to see.
That's for sure. The #1 rule here on SmackDown is to send the WWE fans home happy.
I hope these fans realize they're getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match.
Conditioning is a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there's no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
This one's gonna keep going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be...
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's really good at it.
He certainly is. And I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
I think I got a pretty good idea who's gonna win this one.
I wouldn't be so sure. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in WWE.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and this crowd's eating it up.
It's what they came to see, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
Look at the superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You gotta come in ready for battle. I talked to these superstars before the match, and I've never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully...
Oh, man, that's something you're going to feel tomorrow. But let me tell you, you don't feel anything right after it happens.
Going for it all, just trying to be the best. Still working out, nothing more, nothing less. Want to be known, want the respect. Don't be anything, I'll pass that test. Believe in yourself, man, changes everything. Yeah, I want it all, I'm taking that swing. Call me underdog, you can call me anything. I got a lot of blessings, that's what